Happy Friday, folks. Anthony Speciale here with Speciale Analysis, unedited and on the edge of the market. Hope you had a wonderful short week. We celebrated Memorial Day on Monday, which of course was the unofficial start to summer. But more importantly than that, the meaning of Memorial Day is to honor our fallen servicemen and women, and we appreciate all that they have sacrificed for us, for our freedoms, and all that goes with that. And I get a little emotional. It's a sensitive subject. But with that being said, guys, I hope you took a moment throughout this week at some point, and do it often, to thank, to give thanks and to, for the remembrance of those who have lost their lives, defending our great nation and our freedoms. So to finish out this week, to round out the week, I want to cover a trade that I took on Memorial Day. Now, some of you may go, Anthony, the market's closed on Memorial Day. How would you be able to have taken a trade? Well, I trade something that's called the Globex market, and that is basically the futures market that runs from Sunday evening until Friday evening, and that goes essentially around the clock. Now, that market does rebalance itself between 5:45 and 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but at 6 o'clock that market reopens again and then essentially runs until the following evening. So I had prompted the members of a service that I run called the Speciale Report at Traders Agency that there was an opportunity. Now, realizing that many people were enjoying their Memorial Day weekend, perhaps they were traveling at the beach, drinking a few cold beers, celebrating, the reason that we have this holiday, enjoying their friends and family, being thankful for the freedoms that somebody else has paid for. But I wanted them to realize that there was an opportunity, and perhaps some members had the opportunity to take advantage of it if they had chosen to. But I took advantage of it, and I wanted to share it with you because I thought it was a fairly powerful move. So I'm going to just tell you a little bit about it, show it to you on the chart, and, this way you guys are aware of some of the things that are out there. So the name of the service is the Speciale Report, and the way to access it is www.fastpasstofreedom.com. And this is essentially what we do. We dive into the futures market, particularly the light sweet crude market, and we look for opportunities. And the beautiful thing about this particular service is that not only do we look at the futures market, but we look at the ETF market. We also look at the options market. So this is really a one-size-fits-all for anyone. But we do focus on one particular market and taking advantage of that market. So what happened on the close of last week was we basically had what was, for me, a 1% confirmation. And you can see right here on the chart, the close of this candle is what triggered the buy. This line represents where I bought it, 115.25. This red line represents where I sold it at 117.75, and of course I placed a safety stop at 112.75. So I was looking for about 250 ticks. I had a little bit of price improvement on my entry, which was, sometimes that happens, sometimes it doesn't. But you can see in about 26 hours from the time I entered it until the time my target was hit, I was able to capitalize on $28,256 worth of profit, and I've imaged my account here for you, a screenshot of what my platform had produced. Now, the reason I share this with you isn't to brag, isn't to tout myself. Listen, I do this over and over and over again all year long, or at least I do my very best to. But the powerful part of this is you can do it too. It's not that hard. So what I do for my members is obviously you can see on the right side here, this was the communication that I had offered to them. Told them, what I was looking at, what my anticipations are, what I'm looking for moving forward. But I did exactly what I had anticipated that was going to transpire, and it did happen quick. Just like I had kind of told them it would. I said that, listen, if this does hit, it should hit fast, it should hit hard, and it should be over with relatively quickly. And that's exactly what happened. It hit on Sunday evening. I entered the position, and by Monday evening when the market had reopened at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, it was only open for a very short period of time before the target was hit. And once it was, I was essentially out of the position. Now, realizing I trade with a larger tolerance. This is utilizing 10 full E-mini contracts that produce this $28,256. However, if you had done this with 1/10 of the size, meaning just one contract, you still could have afforded yourself, $2,800 very quickly, very efficiently. And it does happen just that fast. Now, is it always this fast? Of course, it's not always this fast. But with that being said, the idea is to capture these ideas when they come around. So let me show it to you on the screen here, enhanced a little bit. This way you got the whole big picture to really see exactly what I was looking at. And I'm going to move this to a weekly chart, and I'm going to dial it out here. And this way we can kind of get a better look. So this is the confirmation I was looking for. This is the blue structure which we had closed above. I simply take my measure tool and I go from the structure to the close of the candle, and you can see that I had more than 1%, and that is what is required for me to consider taking a trade. So I dialed this back to a daily chart. I placed my stop just below the daily candle. I placed my buy just above the close of this candle, and I placed my target just a hair above that with a 1% buffer when I started to look for resistance above. So that's exactly what happened. 250 ticks in about 26 hours. It actually turned out to be about 280 ticks, but with the price improvement. But that here nor there. Our target was 250 ticks in 26 hours, and it works. Listen, does this happen all the time? Not always, but you only need this to happen a handful of times a year for you to be wildly successful. And the rest of the time, all you have to do is preserve your capital. You don't have to do this very often. But if you can find the same setup that I show you guys week after week over and over and over again, whether it's in the crude market or if it's on the NASDAQ or if it's on Apple or Google or Chevron or some small cap company out of the Midwest, it really doesn't matter. The setup is all the same. That's what I teach at Traders Agency. That's what I share with my members, within my services. But this unique market is a market that we specifically concentrate on, and it's called, again, the Special Report. So if you want to learn more about it, and again, guys, this is absolutely positively not a sales pitch, but I want you to be aware that my members had the opportunity to capture this trade that I took personally, that I personally capitalized upon. My entire membership of the service had the opportunity to do the same. They were made aware of it before the trade transpired. This is not hearsay or after the fact. I want you guys to be aware that this is very, very much available to you. And it's very much available to you for very, very little bit of money. So I want to take just a quick moment, show you what the product looks like. You can go to fastpasstofreedom.com. You can learn a little bit about myself, a little bit about my journey, show you, I've made some real money along the way here. A couple account statements here for you. Again, a little bit about my journey, a little bit about my family. Again, more about the product, more about the service, showing you how we utilize the futures market, how we utilize the ETF market, how we utilize the options market. So this is a one-size-fits-all for everyone. So if you tell me you're just an options trader, it's okay. If you're just an ETF trader, it's okay as well. But we've had some really, really big wins over the years. I mean, this is a trade I had given to my members, of a prior service, $93,940 in profits, realized profits. This was, not hypothetical. This is realized in the action. You could see I took pictures of my screens as they were happening. It's the real deal, guys. Again, more account statements, things of that nature. Some of my students have been wildly successful, having incredible returns. You can see here's $100,640 in profit, just adding up. This yields on the option trade 172%. Another option trade that transpired about 517%. So this is really exciting stuff, and we really just focus in on one particular market. I offer you a bonus report, and guys, all of this is available to you. You simply go down to the bottom, you click. I offer a 100% money back guarantee. If you get involved, if you like it, great. If you get into it and you say, listen, this is not for me, you call my customer service department at Traders Agency. They will refund you 100% of your investment. So don't think that you can't try it out and then decide later on that you don't like it. This is not a forever commitment. Simply, if you're interested, great, take it for a test drive, couple weeks, couple months. If you decide, hey, this isn't for me, no problem. But you can lock in today a 1-year membership for only $49. So it's not a bank breaker. You can access all the special reports. We have a weekly live session that you can join us. If you can't join us, it is recorded, but we host that every Wednesday from 2 to 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I do a written report every single week, recapping the market, whether there was an opportunity or what I'm analyzing. I do a weekly analysis on the entire market. So that's action-packed, full of information. It's a great learning exposure to a particular market that you can then take all this exposure and apply it to anything and everything. And again, that is what is the most unique part about it. We take shorter term trades, we take longer term trades, so it's really a variety of what we do. But the idea is it gives you the opportunity to enjoy many different aspects of this particular market. The crude market has been interesting to say the very least. You can see, since the COVID sell-off, we have been in this crazy uptrend looking for more buying opportunities. Prior to that, we had a crazy downtrend, which we were very successful navigating. So we're very excited for what is coming in the future because this is really a great product, a great program. It's a great market to trade. I've personally been trading it for about a decade or so now because there's action. When this market trends, it trends really well. Does it consolidate? Of course, every market consolidates. But we know we have a very, very strict trade plan to try to keep us out of those losing trades when the market's not cooperating. We'd rather sit on the sidelines. So again, I just want to share this with you guys because we've had some success. We've taken some winning trades. We have a really impressive track record. And again, it's not a sales pitch, but I thought for $49, you should even know that it exists and that it is here for you, and that you get complete access to me, through this program. And again, a once a week live session that you and I can interact, in a virtual classroom style setting. We look at the broader markets and all kinds of fun stuff. So if you're interested in trading, if you're just tiptoeing into it, this is a very inviting, non-threatening, very inviting is really the word. I don't know that there's a better word than inviting. Way to kind of tiptoe into this market, into any market, and we're going to make it fun for you instead of rather it being stressful. So if you're interested, check it out, fastpasstofreedom.com. But we're proud to say that we just took a really great trade. Again, $28,000 in about 26 hours. We're ecstatic over that. Very happy. Even though a small percentage of people that took a small trade, maybe they made $2,800 in 26 hours. That's good enough for me. That is more than a return on their investment of $49 to have access, to this deep stuff. So again, if you're interested, check it out. If you're not, totally cool. I will still continue, obviously, to put out all this great free content for you guys because I really love it. I really enjoy it. I hope you guys are enjoying it. And if you are, and if you're learning something, and if you're inspired, if you're even slightly entertained, if you could do me the greatest favor and just below this video, like it, share it, subscribe to it, all that social stuff, it would be greatly appreciated so others can enjoy it as well. So with that, I wish you a beautiful and blessed weekend. I hope you have a great weekend. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're staying well. Stay healthy. Enjoy summer. It is finally here. And I will talk to you early next week.